Welcome to Ingezo Education. This is Nico Maseko presenting now. Thank you very much. Today we'll be presenting what? The algebra, paper 1, which is question number 1. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like the video. And please, the first and foremost now, what is important, don't forget to share the video. Now we'll be going straight to what? To question what? Question 1 of paper 1 now. We'll be focusing on what? 1.1 up until 1.3 in this video. Thank you very much. So now let's go straight to question number 1. So question number 1 is Q1, which is what? Algebra, which is you're focusing on what? 1.1.1, which is 1.1.1. We are given x now. X how much? X minus 1 into how much? X plus 2 is equal to how much? Z. Which is what are we going to do now? We're going to apply 0 what? 0 factor rule. We're going to apply 0 factor rule now. Which is what is 0 factor rule now? We are taking the first binomial equating to 0. We are taking the second binomial equating to 0. Which is we're going to have x minus 1 is equal to 0 or how much? X plus 2 is equal to 0. What do we do now? We transpose this, which is we're going to have what? X is equal to how much now? 1. On this side, we transpose this positive 2 down to the other side. X will be equal to how much? Negative 2 now. Which is what will be our marker location? Marker location is 2 marks there, which is we are going to get our tick there on the what? The first x value and the what? And the second x value. Thank you very much. Which is what we are going to do now. I hope we all understand this now. We just jump to what now? Just jump to 1.1.2 there. So I'm going to write this now. So for 1.1.2 now, we are given what? We are given x into 2x now plus 5 is equal to negative 1. So now we have what now? We have this English that says what? Correct to 2 decimal places now. Which is what is the meaning of that? This English is directing you straight to what? To use a quadratic formula. So before we use the quadratic formula, we are going to simplify this now. X into how much? X into 2x, x multiplied by 5. Which is x multiplied by 2x will be how much? 2x squared plus how much? Plus 5x. Now what are we doing now? We are transposing this negative 1 to the other side, which is going to what? Plus 1 is equal to 0. Which is we're going to talk to what now? We're going to talk to quadratic formula. X is equal to how much? Negative b plus or minus the root of how much? B squared minus what? 4ac. Divided by how much? By 2a. Which is we're going to have how much now? We're going to have the value of a being equal to 2, the value of b being equal to 5, and the value of c being equal to 1. Which is what are we doing now? We're substituting now. Which is we're going to have how much? Negative into how much? Into 5. Plus or minus the root of how much now? 5 all squared. Minus 4 into how much? Minus 4 into 2 multiplied by how much now? Multiplied by 1. Which is we're going to have how much now? We have how much? 2 into how much? Into 1. Which is we're going to have negative 5 plus or minus the root of how much now? Which is 5 squared is 25. Which is we're going to have 25 now. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 25 minus 8 now, which is where is our calculator now? Thank you very much. Let me just fetch my calculator. Thank you very much. Which is now we're going to have how much? We just simplify what is under the radical sign. Which is we're going to have 5 all squared now. 5 all squared minus 4 into how much? Minus 4 into 2 multiplied by how much? By 1, which is 17. Which is we're going to have 17 inside the radical sign. 17 divided by how much? By 2. Which is x will be equal to how much? Now you see now when we have simplified this now, what are we going to do now? We just use our calculator to get this solution now from this simplification. Which is we're going to have how much now? Negative 5 plus how much? Root 17 divided by how much? By 2. Which is the first x value will be how much? Negative how much? The first x value will be negative 0, how much? 0,44. Or x will be equal to how much? X will be equal to how much? You do that again, negative 5 minus how much? Minus root 17 now divided by how much? Divided by 2, which is going to have how much? Negative how much? Negative 4, comma how much? 5, how much? 5, 6 now. Those are the two solutions for what? For quadratic formula now. That is our English now. Thank you very much. So now what are we going to do now? Just moving straight to what? Let's check the mark allocation now. The mark allocation is how much? It's 4 marks now. So let's mark that. So the first mark is what? Taking this to what? A standard formula. Which is now, the second mark is what? Correct formula with correct substitution is a what? It's a mark. Which is now, the simplification now is what? It's a mark. The two values of x that are correct now is how much? It's also what? A mark. Which is, that is all in all is how much? It's 4 marks now. So we're just going to go straight to what? To 1.1.3. 1.1 point how much? 0.3. Which is wiping this one now. Thank you very much. Which is 1.1.3. 1.1.3, we are given how much? We are given 2x minus 3 into how much? Into x plus 2 is greater or equal to how much? Is greater or equal to 0 there. Which is now, the graph it says now, and then represents the solution in the number line now. You need to represent the solution in a what? In the number line. Which is what are we going to do now? Which is, oh, let me just do this now. Sorry. Nice. Let me just do this person. Nice. Which is, we're just going to apply what we call what? A zero factor rule. Which is now, before we apply zero factor rule, we're going to have what? Critical values. Critical values, what is the meaning of critical values now? We're going to have how much? 2x minus 3 into how much? X plus 2 is equal to 0. What are we doing now? We're applying what we call the zero factor rule, which is a way to have 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 or what? X plus 2 is equal to 0. We transpose this 3 to the other side now, which is a way to have how much? 2x is equal to 3. Divide by 2, divide by 2, x is equal to how much? 3 divided by 2. We transpose this to the other side now, we're going to have x is equal to how much? Negative 2 now. So we are told that we need to represent our answer now in a what? In a number line. Which is now, this will be our number line, which is we are going to have how much this side? We're going to have negative 2. We are going to have how much? We're going to have 3 divided by how much? 3 divided by 2. Which is now, we are checking the inequality sign now. The inequality sign, it says now, it is what? The wider part is open in the equation. It simply is now, my face now is greater than the what? The door. The door is lesser than the what? That's lesser than my face now. Which is, it simply is now, we are looking for our solutions where? Above. Which is now, they must go in the what? In the flanks now. Which is, we're going to have what? This mufiri. What do? We shade now. Since it says above now, it simply means now our solutions are going what? Our solutions are going outside now because it's saying what? It's saying above. The notation for above now would be what? X is less or equal to negative 2 or what? X will be greater or equal to how much? 3 divided by 2. So that would be the final answer for what? For 1.1.3. And the mark allocation is how much? Is 3 marks there. Which is the first mark allocation is doing what? Getting the what? Getting what? Moving this to what? To critical value. That will be our first mark. Our critical values, both our critical values will be what? The second mark. Then the notation now, the last notation, it will be how much now? It will be what? 1 mark, which is all in all is 3 marks. Thank you very much. Now, please don't forget to hit the what? The like video, the subscribe now, and don't forget to share the video. Peace.